In this video, we are going to talk about how to speed up your WooCommerce website. So if you have an e-commerce website built on WordPress using WooCommerce, then we will be talking about 7 things that you can check on your website to make sure that your website is fast enough for better conversions and for best user experience. So if that sounds interesting, then let's dive in. Hi, my name is Ankit and welcome to Magazine 3 YouTube channel where we talk about everything related to WordPress. And if you want to learn more about WordPress, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. Alright, so you have an e-commerce website built on WordPress using WooCommerce, and like any other e-commerce store owner, you want maximum orders. And for that, you need to make sure that your visitors that are coming on your e-commerce website are happy on your site and they are able to do the purchase without any problem. And the biggest hurdle in this user experience is the speed of your WooCommerce store. If you have the most beautiful e-commerce website and you have the best products in this world and you have the best discounts in the market, all that is gonna fail if your e-commerce website is slow. If your visitors cannot navigate from page A to page B, and if they are not able to complete the transaction within a few seconds, then your e-commerce store cannot survive. So if you want to have a good e-commerce website, you need to make sure that it's fast enough for all the visitors. So in this video, we will talk about 7 things that can help you speed up your WooCommerce store. So number 1 in our list is better hosting. And this is actually the backbone of all the 6 optimization points that we will be talking in this video. So if you don't have a good hosting company, all the other 6 points are irrelevant and you cannot work on that. So to make sure that you have a fast WooCommerce store, you need to make sure that you are using some premium hosting service. There are a lot of options available in the market that provide premium hosting service, and we will link some of our recommended hosting companies in the description below and see which one works best for you. So once you make sure that you have a premium hosting service, then we can talk about the point number 2, that is selecting a fast theme. Now you can use a free theme, you can buy a premium theme from any marketplace out there, but you need to make sure that if they are optimized for speed or not. Now this point is relevant if your e-commerce website is not live yet and you are planning to build that e-commerce website. So before you build your e-commerce website, then make sure you choose a theme which is optimized for speed. And the easiest way to check that is by going to the company website. Maybe you can choose Astra, Cadence, Ocean WP or WordPRESS or any other WordPress theme. You can go to their website, check their e-commerce demo themes and make sure you test all of their demos on various speed tests. And if they pass that, then you can decide that this is the theme you need to choose for your e-commerce website. And once you have a speed optimized theme, then we can talk about the point number 3, that is the plugins on your e-commerce website. Now to build your e-commerce website using WooCommerce, you might need to install some additional plugins for various functionalities. But all the plugins that you install for your WooCommerce store might not be coded for better speed. So once you install any plugin on your WooCommerce store, make sure you check the speed of your website every time you install a new plugin and do all the possible tests to check if the plugin is slowing down your website or not. And if there is any plugin which is slowing down your website, make sure you remove that plugin and find some alternate solution. And after you have all the speed optimized theme and plugin on your e-commerce store, the next point is to have web optimized images. Now one of the most important things that will convert your visitors to your customers is your product images and various other images and graphics that you will use to build your e-commerce store. But mostly the product images and the advertising banners on your e-commerce store are gonna play some major role for converting your visitors into customers. But that will also only happen if your product page or any other page is optimized for better speed. And for that, you need to make sure that you optimize your images before uploading on your website. And for that, you can use online solutions like TinyPNG, where you can just drop the images and it will shrink down down to very good extent. And you can also use the applications like Photoshop or Affinity Designer, and all these programs have option where you can save the images in a web optimized form. And along with that, you can use various plugins to optimize already present images on your e-commerce website. And there are various plugins that can help you shrink down your image size and optimize them for better speed. And after that, we come down to our next point, that is using a caching plugin. Now, an e-commerce website is highly dynamic site. All your product images, all the product information, your customer do various interactions while creating an account, while browsing your e-commerce categories and images. But while doing all these things, there are various elements on your site which are not gonna change very frequently. So for that, you can use a caching plugin which can show a cached copy of your website to your visitors, and this will actually help speed up your WooCommerce store by reducing the server interaction of your visitor. So you can install a third-party caching plugin on your e-commerce website, or if you have selected a premium hosting company, then there is a high chance that they have a inbuilt caching system in their hosting panel. So you can go ahead and turn that on, and you can ask help from your hosting company to make sure that they enable caching on your hosting service. And that brings us to the next point, that is have a content delivery network on your website. Now, content delivery network can play a big role in speed optimization of your e-commerce website. If your website is hosted, for example, in US and most of your customers are from Europe, then you can use a content delivery network and keep a copy of your website on different servers of this content delivery network. So if someone is visiting your website from Europe, then they will have a copy of your content delivered to these visitors from the European server. So that is the core functionality of content delivery network, that it creates multiple copies of your website and store them on various servers all around the globe. So whenever a request for a website comes from anywhere from the world, your content delivery network will make sure that it will fulfill the request from the nearest server. So that will create a big difference in the speed of your e-commerce store. And the next point is to optimize your e-commerce store for a mobile first experience. We already know that most of our visitors are from mobile devices, and e-commerce website is no different. So it's better you concentrate on the design which is optimized for mobile as well, so that you don't have to load everything on the mobile browser and slow down your e-commerce website. You can go ahead and implement a mobile optimized UI for your e-commerce store by minimizing the use of graphics and all the elements that are not required for a mobile visitor. So for that, you can use a responsive theme, and you can also install an external AMP plugin that will make sure that your e-commerce website is optimized for mobile. And with that, your e-commerce website will perform really fast. So these are some of the points that you can check before and after creating your e-commerce website to speed up the performance of your website. So if you like this video, then make sure you hit the like button, and to learn more about WooCommerce and WordPress in general, then make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload our next video. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next one.